You unlock this door by pressing play on your podcast player. Beyond it is Aspara, another world. A world of distractions, a world of horrors, a world of betrayal. You're moving into a land of neither good nor evil, of blurry lines and gray areas, of what happened last time on the Incorrigible party. Escaping the cultist encampment undetected, Sardo the Revenant is still able to track Falzern and Shaft, the two remaining party members that he has sworn vengeance against. Despite the party's attempts to lose them in the mountains, a fight breaks out. The four doppelgangers that arrived with Wave 2 shift and morph into copies of the party before taking off, leaving our sometimes heroes to contend with Sardo, Chucky, and Erica atop stinking, death ray blasting mounts. You've now crossed into the continuing adventure. And back to the top with Erica.
Dang. Vessel.
Feels good to be wanted.
Oh no, Chucky's in the picture now. Dang it.
She spurs her Catoblepus over towards Mia, within 10 feet of Mia, and her
Stop it.
crystal arm lashes out with the reach to hit you from her position.
Come at me, bro.
That is only a 14 to hit, so that is a miss.
Chink! Right off the breastplate.
She does get 2 attacks, though. She rears back with it again, lashing out on the backhand.
Her arm goes through the barrier.
It does. That is another 14. Jeez. So 2 misses.
I got them Matrix moves.
You see, though, her mount. It spins and turns its tail at Mia. The rocky, stony club on the end of it attempting to make contact with you.
Excuse me?
Another 14. What's happening?
Yeah, boy.
And that is their turn. So, Falzern, you're up.
Do I use my wasp tattoo?
Yes, everything we've got.
I know,
Come
it's
on,
just... I'm thinking action economy wise. It's going to use my turn to activate it, which will be great down the road to have.
But
another.
it gets to go immediately. Like, it acts on your initiative, right?
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I guess it makes sense.
We can't, this is no holds bar. You gotta go.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to concentrate and activate my giant wasp tattoo.
Okay, where was this one located? On an arm, I believe, a bicep?
Yeah, I kind of mimicked what Shaft had done.
Right, with his badger, his giant badger tattoo.
Yes.
So yeah, down. I mean, you obviously feel it before the rest of the party sees it, but the ink of the tattoo kind of melts down the skin, out the sleeve of your robe, drips from your fingertips, and forms into what looks like this 3-dimensional, almost 3D, 2D outline of a giant wasp.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Don't get too excited. He's not very powerful.
Well, neither are you. It's okay. Oh! Sick burn.
I'm not with the amount of
Yeah.
spell slots I have left, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. This is where we find out what we're made of. They obviously don't want to kill us.
They don't want to kill Mia, Shaft,
Erica
and
doesn't
Falzarin.
want to kill me. Right.
They said that I would, that Kralakina would like me.
No,
Want me.
Erica doesn't give a fuck about Falzern. Erica wants Mia and Shaft a lot.
I am wanted.
Sardo
You
wants
get a crack.
Falzern
You
and
get a
Shaft dead.
kraken. You get a kraken.
Ah.
You get
And
a
Chucky wants Shaft dead.
So
Yeah,
Mia's the
everybody
only one
wants
that's
me dead.
kept alive.
By all, well, yes. Well, no, again, you have differing things here, but...
Yeah. I think, Chucky and Sardo want to kill me, but Erica wants to ferment me.
But Mia is the only one that the majority of them are indifferent to. So yeah, Mia's the safest.
We need a spreadsheet, I think.
Yeah, let's get the red string out. The red yarn.
I think I'm going to target Sardo with this wasp because he's already been weakened a little bit, and I don't like the abilities he's got. Gonna make an attack roll. So that's a total of 12 to hit.
That is a miss on Sardo.
Okay.
This is where you lie about your dice.
Nope. So he's gonna be buzzing right in front of Sardo's face.
Just be really annoying.
Yes.
Somehow, Falzern has tapped into Sardo's greatest fear. Giant wasp! Shakara, you're up.
I am going to step in front of Shaft, but stay within the bubble.
Okay.
I'm assuming I can do that.
Oh, yeah. Yep, you're fine.
And I will look directly into Sardus's eyes and lay my hand on my chest and cure wounds. Very menacingly, though.
That's so good.
So what you're trying to do is impose disadvantage on a future turn because he's excited a little bit.
Wasn't trying to get him excited. I was trying to intimidate.
Ain't nobody getting
Like,
excited.
you can't hurt me. I
Is that
can heal
intimidation?
myself.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So how much do you gain?
11.
Okay. Nothing a good old death ray can't fix.
Yeah, I know. It's not much, but it's all I got.
Mia, you're up.
I mean, I could lay on hands for that one final point that I have.
No, you might want to keep that one.
I am going to call lightning. And when I cast call lightning, if it wasn't clear by how much damage I maxed out on Sardo, it was 4th level. So
Yep. Yeah, you get the extra D10 because of the storming.
currently in the stormy conditions, I am going to cast it within 5 feet of Erica, and she has to make a dex save.
And the Catoblepus, right? Anything within 5 feet of the point you pick?
And the Catoblepus, exactly. Anything within the 5 feet. So let's right here where I'm picking, right next to Erica.
So Erica only gets a 5. The Catoblepus gets
Yes,
a
girl.
15.
Okay, well they both fail.
Nice.
So 5d10.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.
Dang.
Let's get it, kids. The total damage is 32. Both
Wow.
of them. And as my bonus action,
You're gonna cast. What's that spell? Command word kill or something?
Power word kill.
Power word kill. Yeah, cast
I
that.
only have 2 2nd level spells left. I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level and put my Spiritual Weapon right over Erica. And for 1 minute, I have a floating spectral weapon within range. 23 to hit.
Nice.
That is a hit.
And that's going to Erica. And that is an 8 plus 5, maxed out. 13 damage to Erica's freaking face. Bye.
Nicely done. Wow.
Thank you. Also, can I ask real quick about this Dreg orb? Like, how high off the ground does it go?
It's a 10-foot radius, so the peak of it is 10 feet above him.
If I were to float and fly, let's say.
You could hover 5 feet off the ground and be still within it.
Okay, I'll wait till next round, just because.
Okay, well, Dreg is up. Man, what is Dreg gonna do?
Maintain concentration, okay? That's all.
As I was going to say, maintain concentration.
Yes, he's gonna maintain concentration. Dreg and Falsey, they're getting pretty chummy. So he likes a lot of what Falsey puts down. So he's gonna point behind Sardo at a point, and this red beam from the tip of his finger lets out as he shoots a fireball.
Whoa!
My
Buddy!
man.
It will, he'll position it so your wasp is just outside of it. Of course, he won't take out your tattoo, but so Sardo fails. Catoblepus fails.
Is there a way for him to cast it where Chucky and his would also be in it? Probably, right in the middle.
There was, but he unfortunately didn't. That was Dreg's bad.
Freaking
Dreg,
Dreg.
come on, dude.
That was
Ruined.
I was like tunnel.
DM's bad.
I tunnel visioned on Sardo, yeah.
Wizarding
But I think
101.
Dreg would be as
Let's
well.
re-record this. Let's go back
Look,
real quick.
Dreg's not an evocationist, okay? He likes to put up globes of invulnerability. He rarely fireballs. one night out of the tavern, he got a little drunk and learned it. It's something he doesn't usually do. One night down at the Creepy Aura. Oh god, I rolled like Bill.
Oh no, Dreg. You're hanging around Falsey too much.
Fib. This.
Sardo and Cattlebleepus 3 take 22 fire damage.
It's not bad. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad either.
I mean, compared to Mia.
Well,
And Shaft, you're up.
Well, since I've already cast Hunter's Mark on Erica, I'm going to stick with her, even though I think that's probably not the best target in the world.
Do it.
So I'm going to use the bow again.
Do it. Finish
Okay. 19. Well, that's going to be. Let's see what I got. That'd be 26 to hit. 19 points of damage.
All right.
And second arrow, I'm going to sort of slide back a little bit and lean back, and I hit her. I assume I hit her like in the arm or something, and I'm going to try to re-aim and try to get her head. That's a 20, not natural. And that is 9 additional points of damage.
Pretty good. She's looking pretty bad.
Yes! You guys, I'm actually thinking we can kill Erica.
She's going to pop out of here before she dies.
Sardo, reeling
No.
from the fire, and the fire damage was good for him to take. Ooh, okay,
yeah,
so he's got this
Revenant
wasp in
styles.
front of him.
he's terrified.
As one should be.
It's giant.
No one likes wasps.
What Sardo's gonna do, a little unconventional here, but you just see him reach out a hand to his Cattlebleepus, and they disappear,
What?
reappearing.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, dude.
Reappearing still just outside of the globe, because he dimension doors. I'm thinking the globe prevents a dimension door inside of it, so
Sounds good to me.
can't get to
Yeah.
you.
Sounds about right.
And that is his turn, but his mount
Right by Falsard.
can go, stepping in to the globe,
Falsard.
getting adjacent to Falzern and Dreg. And this Cattlebleepus' death ray did recharge as it looks at Dreg, and a blast from its eyes.
Not Drake.
Dreg makes a Constitution saving throw.
And he's going to have to make a
Dreg.
concentration check as well.
Ooh,
Come on,
he
Dreggy
oh
boy.
god, he got a 7.
No!
Okay.
Drake. The crowd goes wild.
So because he failed by more than 5, he takes 64 necrotic damage.
Are you going to sing?
He is somehow still alive.
He's dead. Oh, what?
What?
Drag the beast.
You see, as the death ray is about to meet Dreg, almost very similar to like casting the shield spell, but like this shimmer of energy is thrown up in front of him, and the ray blasts through it and into Dreg's chest as this abjuration barrier, in which, because he specializes in abjuration, he has as part of his powers, takes the brunt of the damage, but rocks him.
I don't like when you play both sides of combat here, Leland. This is concerning.
Hey, if he had passed, he would have took half damage. You know I love Dreg. I don't want Dreg to die.
I know. And Grimby didn't answer. This is just a rough day.
Would Grimby have had to have answered immediately, or does it wait for him to be able to answer?
I believe it's immediate.
It's immediate. I mean,
So if he didn't answer, he's not
gone.
going to.
Yeah. Chucky steering his Cattlebleepus right to the edge of the globe, up next to Shakara. You see, he grabs the 2 whips from his side and lashes out at Shaft with both, disregarding Erica's commands of leaving him alone.
oh no. How dare you? Can Erica attack him her next turn?
I would assume she will.
23 to hit.
Yeah.
Can I impose disadvantage with my reaction?
Yes.
Dang, do
absolutely.
Stick my shield out.
Well, the total is still 23. So you take 10 slashing from this whip, and could you make and it's because this is an opposed grapple, as the whip wraps around your chest, and you see as it unfurls, inside of it is like barbed, and there's like these spines. It wraps around your chest, and as he reefs on it, they start to dig in you like a barbed hook. So could you make an athletics check, please?
Athletics.
+4.
No, it's a check, not a throw, not a save.
Damn it.
Okay, so that is a 16.
Well, his was an 18, so you are grappled.
Oh.
You are grappled by this
Dang
whip.
it.
Friggin' a half. It's almost like Leland was prepared for this.
So grappled means your speed is 0, basically. That's it. So that's the only thing that impedes you. So you can no longer move unless you end the grapple. And instead of lashing out with the second whip, you see him like twist the handle of the one that he has grappled with, and through it, this pulse of red light. It's a light that matches like his coral armor, like that, kind of this dark reddish pink, pulses through it and deals 9 poison damage to you as the barbs sink further into you. You see Erica immediately give him a glare as she trains her eyes on Chucky. Chucky, completely oblivious and does not care. But Chucky's mount now gets to go. It is next to Shakara, so it too tries to swing its rock-tipped tail at her. That is only a 15, though. Man, these things suck.
But when they do hit, like, come on.
True.
Like, 64.
Directly above you, the raging storm, it seems to momentarily cease. The rainfall stops as these clouds part and a radiant golden light breaks through, fully illuminating the area. 4 alabaster white horses with broad angelic wings swoop down through the part, landing on the ground, their hooves very light and graceful as they make contact with it. Each one has a bridle and saddle. See, they're emblazoned with a hammer that Emilia immediately recognizes as being the symbol of Thor.
Yes! What? Say that all again. No, I'm just kidding. What? 4 white horses. Saddled. Ready to go.
And these Pegasi, they nestle down on the ground, landing, their wings kind of furling back in as they're on solid ground. And back to the top
Yes.
with Erica. And as soon as they've light on the ground, now the clouds and the light, the clouds come back together as the light is extinguished. Okay, Erica's witnessing these horses. Pegasi landing. She looks strangely confused, kind of drawing her attention from what Chucky disobeying her. What is she gonna do?
Smack Chucky in the rear is what she's gonna do.
That's workplace harassment.
What you know what she's gonna do is she's gonna continue lashing out at Mia. Not with
Nope.
the intent
She
to
likes me.
not with the intent to kill, but to render you unconscious. That's a 25 to hit.
Oh. Fine. Is it lightning damage or thunder damage?
It's a measly 2 piercing damage. And as she strikes out, like the arm almost like extends and like the crystal kind of growing from the shoulder as it reaches out. Mia, could you make a strength saving throw,
I had
please?
a feeling something else was coming.
And I am within the aura. That is a 15.
So that extra growth of crystal piercing you, and it pins you to the ground.
Ay, okay.
You are considered to be restrained. So your speed is 0. Attacking creatures against you have advantage.
What if I were to sprout wings and fly?
Your movement is 0. You can sprout them, but you can't move until you get out of this.
If we were to get on these Pegasi, could we fly around and fight?
Possibly. I mean, they're here for a reason. This is divine intervention.
Yeah, baby.
So yes, you
unpin me.
So you're restrained. Your speed's 0. Can't benefit from any bonus. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on any dexterity saving throws. So
dare she.
on your turn, you can use an action to escape with a DC 17 Strength or Athletics check if you're trained. And she rears back with a second blow, which now has advantage as you are pinned.
Son.
It's only a 13. Roll a 1 and a 3. So the second blow obviously glances off of you. Her mount, though, will spin its tail and do the same thing
No.
with advantage.
Ugh.
That is
gonna
a
kill me.
24.
Ugh. I'm dead. I'm just anticipating. I had this gut feeling I was gonna die tonight.
Just because you go unconscious doesn't mean you're dead. You're not dead yet. Not dead yet.
Not dead till dead.
I can't revivify myself,
You take 21 bludgeoning damage as its tail whips around and smacks into you.
Did you have more than 21 hit points?
Are you still up? Can you make a DC Constitution saving throw, please?
Well, that's a 25, thanks. Shakara.
You are fine. I mean, as fine as, relative to the situation.
Also, my strength save, that was a 15. I never added her. It's a saving throw, so I never added her 4.
Too late now.
I shouldn't be pinned.
Well, unfortunately, that is too late because right before you gave me the number, you said I am within the aura, so I could only have assumed you added it.
But like in roll 20, it says 15 right there, so I'm
That's
dumb
why
for not
you do it
adding
the
4.
old-fashioned way with.
Oh, I
dice
see. You
and a
just went
dice
off
tray.
the roll 20 number.
I'm super annoyed right now. Gosh.
Technology. Can't rely on it.
It's kind of like when Bryn died. This is all like
Analog,
so
baby.
much right now.
Falzarin, you are up. And could you, at the beginning of your turn, make me a Constitution saving throw? As the waft, now that you are within 10 feet of this creature, the waft of its stench rushes over you.
Don't forget the
We're
4.
all within 10
Yeah.
feet. Yeah, geez, I can't believe I forgot.
14.
And it invades your nostrils, and you choke on it, and you are poisoned until its next turn. So you have a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Run to the horsey.
And you see the Pegasi, they're just like almost impatiently like stomping their hooves and raking them across the rocks of the ground. You see them kind of shake their heads, their wings kind of restlessly unfurling and furling.
Run to the horses. I will help Mia.
I would like to use Shakara's Misty Step.
Good call.
Just blink over
Yes,
there.
so Falzarin, despite being in harm's way here, he sees Salvation pawing at the ground over there.
So before you continue with what you're going to do, I will briefly outline some of the mounted combat rules, which we've never done this before. So to get on a mount, it costs you half of your movement. So in your case, it would be 15 feet. Just, FYI, like, although for the very first one, you do have enough room to run
he
there,
could get there.
and get on. Absolutely. So, okay, we may as well just go over it right now. So, controlling your mount. When you're mounted, you have basically two options. You can either control it or allow it to act independently. Intelligent creatures, such as dragons, and these Pegasi, they are a very intelligent creature. They do automatically act independently. So, I guess you don't have two choices. You have no choices.
Probably for the best.
Hop on and let Leland take
We're
over.
kind of just doing it right now. We're just playing it like they act on your initiative. And basically, if you would like them to do something before you want to take your turn, just go ahead. And since they're independent, the DM controls them, but obviously they are hopefully, potentially friendly to you, and you can still talk to them, and they may understand you, that kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Do you have to make like a fly check or any of this stuff?
You will find out.
I believe I can.
Can they cast Power Word Kill? Is my next question.
Gonna hop on my Pegasi.
There you go. Gonna hop on Pegasus.
Goodness gracious.
The DM controls him, so pray that they will fly forward and slay. Okay. All right.
I think we've started, Leyland. Look what you've
I like
started.
it. No, I like it. They often say in lore, like, every Pegasus does have a song in its heart.
Okay.
And a rainbow on its butt.
That's true. I've heard that one.
There's your preview clip. Ching ching.
Sneak peek!
So I will not be able to disengage and get away and mount the thing, right?
So mounting is part of your movement. It just takes half that movement. So that's all encompassed on your movement action. So you can still take your main action to disengage, run into it, and hop on. You can absolutely do that.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
I would like to do that, please and thank you.
Okay.
So I'll disengage from this Catoblepus that's right in front of me here, within this orb. And I'm going to dash to Falsey's left.
Oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot on the death ray, the orb Drake lost concentration on it.
Okay. So it's really time to hightail it out of here.
I mean, that was,
Okay.
kind of inevitable. He took 60 points of damage or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That'll break your concentration.
So I'm gonna disengage from this Catoblepus that's right up in my grill here, and I'm gonna head left, just past it, and about 10 feet away from Sardo, and head straight towards the closest Pegasus, and hop aboard. So I've got about 15 feet to go, and then I'll use the other half of my movement to get on top of it.
Do you have anything to do with the bonus? Because that's all you got left. Bonus action.
I don't think I have any types of bonus actions I could use.
So as you climb aboard, what is your alignment?
Falzarin's alignment?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's chaotic good.
All right. You seem to have no problem mounting the Pegasus. You get up in the saddle. You can grab its reins. And you unfortunately don't have any movement left to do anything else, so that is your turn.
Can my what was it called? Can my giant wasp act on my turn still?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It absolutely does.
All right. So I think. Oh, he can fly 50 feet. Okay. So if he were to fly from his location over to Sardo, he's going to take an attack of opportunity because he comes right beside that Catoblepus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then I think instead he will attack that Catoblepus that's between him and Sardo.
Well, if he can fly 50, why doesn't he just fly in a big arc around?
I suppose
yeah.
that would make
Fly
sense.
around.
Yeah. We're in 3D now since he can fly.
Yeah. All right, fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You're not going to hit anyway, so.
So he's gonna fly.
The Bleepus stands 10 feet tall, right? It's a big thing. But yeah, 50 feet is a
You
lot.
could kill a Bleepus.
You can certainly
Just kill a
zip
Bleepus.
up over to Sardo, absolutely.
So he's gonna do a sting attack. Well, that's less than ideal. 15 to hit.
He called it.
That is a hit.
Oh, hello.
Yay!
Hot damn!
Hot diggity dog.
It's actually 16 to hit.
2
My
points
bad.
of damage. No, I'm just
No, sorry. 15.
Oh, a 16 misses. Oh, yeah, 15 right on target.
Okay, here we go. Here we
Come
go.
on,
Here we
Bill.
go. I got this. All right, so he does 6 piercing damage, and the target must make a DC 11 Con saving throw. On a fail, taking 10 poison damage. Half as much on a successful save.
Okay.
poison.
Don't even bother rolling. because he is immune to poison.
Oh, okay.
Oh, completely immune. All right.
All right. Well,
A common undead creature trait.
yes, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he ain't alive.
Shakara, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please? As you are kind of between two of these catoblepus. The stench is permeating all around everybody right now.
17.
You are fine. You're able to muster through this musky smell. So directly behind you, you've got Shaft wrapped up with the whip. Mia's pinned to the ground. What is happening?
Gonna put my thumbs together and my fingers out. And say, "Eat flame!" And do burning hands towards Chucky, Erica, and her catoblepus. I don't think I can get. I don't know if I can get Chucky's catoblepus too. It's a 15-foot cone.
Well, you could step 10 feet and then cast
Step
it.
back.
I wouldn't. No, it's 15-foot cone. If I step back, I won't get Erica.
No, I think you are fine. You absolutely, you can get everybody.
Dang.
Do I need to move, Leland, or am
Don't
I?
even gotta move. You're fine right where. If you want to stay, you're fine. We'll just hit everybody.
Boom!
Dex saves.
Eat it!
Dexterity saves. Okay. Chucky fails. Erica fails.
Yes!
And both catoblepus fail. Wow, I'm rolling really poorly.
Keep it up, Leland. Keep up the good work.
Those things are real big and cumbersome, you know?
That's 13 points of damage each.
Nice.
Yeah!
And my last spell slot.
That's alright, you still got 1 point of healing. That's all we need. That's a success on a...
I cannot revivify if someone dies. I can't. I don't have the spell slot anymore.
I am going to move to other side of Chucky so that I am within range and kind of in between.
You gave us Pegasus.
That does provoke an AOO from Cat
Oh,
3.
Never mind.
Oh.
I mean, shoot. Never mind.
Beep!
Yeah, man, the Pegasus.
I didn't realize his tail
There's a
was part
Pegasus
of
calling your name.
his space.
Yeah, they're kind of strange with the way they fit in the squares, right? It's kind of
Yeah. Okay, I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Mia, could you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Try to remember to add 4 this time. 18.
You are fine as that same smell in the area you are able to fight through. What would you like to do? You are restrained.
Yeah, what were my options again?
So you can still attack. Any attack rolls you make have disadvantage. Or you can spend your action to make a strength save to get out.
Get out.
I know. It's a saving throw.
It is a saving throw, yes.
That's a nat 20 plus 4, 24.
You are able, as you're struggling against the crystal, you just shatter it. And you
Boom.
are unpinned from the ground. You do still have your bonus action.
Do I have movement?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my 30 feet. Is there a way to do it without provoking, or does it? I don't think I would care about it, but
If you... No, so you're actually not adjacent to anybody right now. Any enemies, at least.
but like as I run by,
Yeah, no, there's no way for you to slip past anybody without taking attack of
to
opportunity.
fly would cause it's an action to fly, so that's not a possibility. Let's just risk 2 and go to this top Pegasus.
Okay.
It is what it is.
And unfortunately, you don't have the movement left to mount it, but as you run by the catoblepus,
It stubs its
What's
toe.
he do?
it lashes its tail out at you with a 25.
Oh, frick. Yeah.
Man, this tail
Man.
is...
And that tail
deadly.
is bludgeoning. This is why you keep using it. Thanks.
You take 24 bludgeoning damage.
I'm hanging on by a thread, kids.
Still up. And then Sardo...
If he hits, I'm dead.
Unconscious. Not dead.
Unconscious.
well, Sardo only gets a 15.
Thor better come resuscitate me. Alright, well that misses.
Okay.
You'd like
And
that,
gonna use
wouldn't you?
Wow.
I'm going to use my bonus action to...
Healing word.
If I had any healing spells left. Yeah, it's my last spell slot.
Do it.
A D4 plus 5 hit points.
And channel for max healing.
No, it's second level though, so healing word at second level is 2d4, sorry. A 1 plus 1? 2 1s? We can't use that. Come on, guys.
Plus 5, you get 7. Alright, you get 7 hit points back.
Oh, what a waste. I hate that you can see my rolls. Frag.
And so ends D&D Beyond rolling.
Oh, I would have loved to use my action with my storm or my hammer. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm so annoyed right now. Because I didn't need to be pinned in the first place. I'm just an idiot.
Dreg is up. He also needs to fight against this stench. Ooh, he's fine. He gets 16, which is exactly what he needs. What does he do?
He runs. I just realized we're a horse short.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can hop on with Dreg if he makes it alive.
Dreg is going to have to take the same path as Mia. It's all he has. But he can use his action to disengage, so he dodges... Actually, he doesn't have to because the Bleepus and Sardo already used their reactions. So he has the movement to get this Falsey's Pegasi and hop on with him.
Here we go.
And with his action... Oh man, what does he do? He's got a hard decision here. How much does he like Shakara and Shaft?
I would imagine he's somewhat intimidated by me since he saw me kill a cultist in cold blood.
Yeah, and he had no problem mounting the Pegasi either, for what that's worth. He throws his hands towards Shakara and Shaft and casts Wall of Force. His last 5th level spell. Putting up this invisible wall that you've seen him maintaining before, all of that second anchor when you bust in and saved him and the rest of those ritual casters. He puts it right between Shakara, and right in front of Shakara and Shaft, between them and Chucky, Erica, and both of their mounts.
What does that do to Chucky's whip?
Ooh.
Snaps it in half. Forever destroyed.
You can't see the wall because it's invisible, but this taut whip, it bends almost like in the middle of it as it pulls Shaft. Shaft, why don't you make me an athletics check with advantage as it starts to, the barb hooks in it start to dig against you again.
With advantage? Good, that's a 20.
You're able, with the help of the wall, from the force of the wall of force, you wriggle out. You will take only 1 piercing as the whip unfurls from around you and kind of cracks back against the tension, and with Chucky's arm kind of whipping back, controlling it. Whew, okay. Shaft can also make me that con save for the stench.
Okay, I get a +4 also,
The
right?
wall doesn't block the stench.
There's still a cat on the other side of it.
18.
You are also fine.
Okay, has Cat 3 had a reaction already?
It has, yes.
Then I...
Run, Shaft. I am right behind you.
So I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. So even though I don't know where... Let's see, which ones do we have left? We have this one down here, still not mounted. I'm going to dash. And I'm going right for this one.
All right.
I should be able to make it and mount if I dash. Right?
Yes, absolutely. And what is your alignment?
I am chaotic neutral.
You have no problem getting up and into the saddle.
I'm a little worried now.
Are you as good as you think you are, Shakara?
I don't know.
Sardo is up. Still contending with this damn wasp. I mean, the sting's bugging him. But it's actually not too concerning. Closest he can get to is Falzarin. The wasp will get an attack of opportunity against Sardo, though, as he leaves its threatened squares.
Oof, that's a miss. Does an 11 hit?
It does not. But what he's going to do, puts his hands, and this static electricity between them starts to form as he lances out a lightning bolt, of which he upcasts using a 5th level spell.
Not liking the sound of any
So
of that.
this blast of lightning lances out from him for a line 100 feet long, 5 feet wide. So each creature within its line must make a dexterity saving throw. So he will get 2 Pegasi, Falzern, and Dreg.
18.
And you're all outside my aura.
Yeah.
Well, 18 is a good roll.
It
Babe.
is.
Good job.
18 is good. 18 is a pass. Dreg
Still gonna take
gets a
half
9
damage.
and fails. The Pegasi that the two of you are on, Falzern and Dreg, gets a 21, and the second one behind you, which also has no mount, only gets a 9. So at 5th level, lightning bolt does 10d6 damage.
It's like a fireball, only instead of a circular AoE, it's a straight line.
Someone's dying. This is bad. This is so bad.
Well, we only do have 4 Pegasi, so
Will the podcast continue if we create new characters?
are we sure that the plural of
Maybe.
Pegasus is Pegasi? Did you look this up beforehand,
Yep.
Leland?
Pegasi sounds better than Pegasus.
We're going with it.
That's true.
Pegasus is...
So everybody that failed their saves will take 40 lightning damage.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Bill's dead.
No.
He's gotta be dead.
Half as much on the save, which
20
so Falzern
for
takes
Falzern.
20 lightning.
Oh, I thought 40 was
No, no.
half. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay.
That would have been a really good roll.
Yeah, I was like...
That would have been a max roll to roll 80 on that. Too bad Sardo can't channel.
It's true.
Wow, the Pegasi that failed blasts into it. It's still up on its feet, but its pristine white hair and it's on its body is just scorch marks all across it. Dreg, failing taking the full brunt, is immediately rendered unconscious as his body slumps off of the Pegasi, hitting the rock below.
Falzern would like to take a reaction to grab his body.
I'm afraid not. And now his mount. Catablebus 3, not caring about Shakara, it's going to focus on its master's target here and get to the Pegasus. Beast on beast! And it's actually going to take its tail and try to smash into the Pegasi. But, Shakara, you do get an attack of opportunity as it leaves
Take
your threatened
it
square.
down.
Yeah, I don't think I was expecting it to do that. I was expecting it to come at me. So that is an 11 to hit.
That is unfortunately a miss. Its swipe against the Pegasi is only a 9.
I think one Pegasus is Pegasus.
Yes, you're right. I am saying. I was saying plural. But its tail swipe does miss the Pegasus. Still,
There you go.
reeling from the lightning blast, but is able to gather its senses quickly enough to get out of its way. Next is Chucky on his mount, still there. Whew, I'm hot. I'm sweating.
This is intense.
This wall of force isn't that big.
Dreg's unconscious.
Well, it's no longer there.
Correct.
Shoot. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks.
Emily! Shh!
That sucks.
He
Yeah,
would have realized
that's-
it. It's only fair.
Yep. Yeah.
Can we do a quick off-mic recant of how many hit points everyone has? and
I don't wanna-
and spell slots? Just to see.
How about maybe if we, if you can get away alive, we'll maybe see what you had out of
Yeah.
the fight.
There you
Because
go.
it may be a moot
Alright.
point if some of you die.
Well, I'm just
Sure.
saying, I want to know how bad we all really are, because Mia wants to just, try
Run.
to end it.
No, run.
Yeah, but
Why don't we do a quick around and each of you can maybe describe how your character may be looking
yeah, that's
and or
I can't
feeling.
just say how many hit points you have.
How's that sound?
Okay, fine.
That
Alright.
sounds good.
Mia, how are you looking?
I look like crud, and I have no power of Thor left in me. You know you haven't seen me fly. You know there's still a storm above me. You haven't made me check for concentration.
Oh, very true.
And you know my sword, my spiritual hammer is still out there. She looks livid, but like crap.
Shakara, how are you?
Shakara is dragging and hurting and bloodied and low on resources. And she looks like she's still fighting, but she's about to drop.
Shaft, you narrowly avoided, and your mount narrowly avoided this lightning bolt. Shardo couldn't quite line up to get you in there as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, my legs are bleeding. I'm pale. I look like I'm just about ready to pass out. And I'm grasping on to the Pegasus and can't wait to get the hell out of here.
Falzarin, your buddy Dreg, unconscious on the stone floor below you at your feet.
Yeah, so Falzarin, there's dark circles around his eyes. He's got sweat beading on his forehead. He looks completely exhausted. He's got some injuries, but doesn't look too terrible from a wound standpoint, but very, very tired out. He does not look like there's a lot of spring in his step.
And Dreg, shallowest of breaths, you can see his chest still moving up and down, but seems to be diminishing. Any life force left in him is quickly fading. As Chucky, rebounding from the whip back of his weapon, lashes out at Shakara with a 27.
That hits.
It is 11 piercing damage as the whip tries to entangle around you. Could you make an athletics check, an opposed athletics check, please?
11 minus 3.
Right, absolutely. Yep.
Athletics. Oh, I'm good at athletics. That's a 19.
He unfortunately rolled a 23. You kind of see as he's kind of reefing too, like the plates of his breastplate, they almost seem to like contract and shift to his movements, as if it's like kind of very form-fitting. And you can clearly see like his hump, whoever crafted this armor has specifically crafted it to his body shape, and it of course encompasses his hump, leaving no weak spot as far as like armor coverage goes. But it also kind of like as these plates shift and contract, almost as if they're muscles, like kind of like a very lean like pecs muscle would contract and expand doing like a bench press as he rips back, and you are grappled. Again, he twists the handle of his whip and that same light shoots down it, only dealing 4 poison damage to you.
Okay.
His mount, unfortunately, though, its tail swings around at you with an 11.
Bounces off my shield.
Thor!
Yes, even in your grapple, you were able to get your shield up and smash this stone-tipped tail away. Back to the top with Erica. She sees the party trying to flee on their Pegasi. She kind of regards Chucky, now tangling with Shakara, of whom she has no concern. She guides her mount.
I'm here to avenge Gozer, who I never knew.
And she spurs it to dash, getting 2 shaft on his Pegasus. She will attack it with her arm, attack the Pegasus with her arm.
Isn't a dash her action?
So the dash is part of the Catoblepus' action. That's what the Catoblepus
Okay.
does. The first slash misses somehow. Maybe Shaft, you get up a rapier to parry her armor away from your mount. She comes in with a second attack. That one actually I think is going to hit. Yes, that hits with a 13 on the Pegasi. God, I keep doing that. Oh man, taking 23 piercing damage. And it must make the same check as this extra crystal forming from the shoulder shoots down its arm and into the creature, piercing it. It unfortunately cannot get free, and it too is pinned, restrained. Falzarin.
Am I aware of any abilities that a Pegasus would have.
You can roll a nature check, and any of you, sure. Let's take this. Anybody can roll a nature check if they would like.
16 for Falzarin.
Mia, you can have advantage on yours.
13.
20 for Shakara.
11 for Shaft.
So those with 14 or higher knows that, basically it's a horse with wings. They do know a few languages. They understand Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, but being a horse-like creature, they cannot speak. But they are very intelligent. Other than that, they obviously possess the power of flight, but they do not have any magical abilities to them at all. They're just like a very much like they're a horse with wings. So.
Very intelligent horse with wings.
Yes.
Okay, so to recap, I am engaged with this Catoblepus.
Just fly, Falzarin, fly.
Dreg has fallen off of my mount and is making death saving throws on the ground. Well, actually, he's an NPC.
He's making death
Yeah.
saves.
Okay.
He's Leland's favorite NPC.
What, mechanically speaking, what, if any, option would I have to try and recover Dreg onto my mount and fly all in one turn, or is that impossible?
So the 3 actions that the Pegasus can take that you can ask it to take, because its intelligence is less of a command and you working with it, right? The Pegasus itself can only use its action to dash, disengage, or dodge. And I will say that if it were to disengage, that would include you in that disengage. So the Pegasus can't really help you get Dreg. You're going to have to, if you want, to reach down and grab him and try to pull him up back over the beast, back into the saddle with you if you wanted to try to get him.
Okay, so I can make a skill check of some sort to try and do that.
You are going to have to make an athletics check, yes.
Perfect. An Arcana check coming right up. 11 plus probably nothing. Yeah, 11.
Whew.
You can get down and you grab the scruff of his sleeve and pull him and drag him and get his wrist, but you reef on him and he's just too heavy for you to pull up from your mounted position onto the beast.
Okay. All right. Well, the plan is to disengage and take flight. If I can communicate that to my mount.
What I will tell you is you have a hand on Dreg. So if you were to get the Pegasus to go, you could potentially try to hold on to him. Again, you would have to do some type of strength check. But you got a hand on
And
him.
Falsey is definitely the strongest among us.
Falzarin, you're looking at Dreg, and right on the other side of Dreg, within 5 feet, is Mia. So
Very true.
just
Yeah.
remember what you
you
would
can
see.
also free action shout something to him, right? Leave him, I got him, you dummy.
So free action will be like, Falzarin, save yourself. I'll get Dreg.
Okay. So Falzarin will heed that advice.
Get
He
out
knows
of
that
here.
he is not the most buff.
Falzarin has the ring, right?
He does, yes. Falzarin
Yeah,
has the
he
ring.
does.
Yes.
And he can use it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Falzarin just felt some amount
Well, no,
of
we should save Drag if we
some
can.
amount of duty
but-
because
I'm gonna try, but if I fail, I'm leaving.
we're both.
Wow, that might
I'm
be.
still on the ground.
I don't know how the Pegasus is gonna look like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think despite Falzarin not being the best suited to the task, he wanted to try because we're both Heracleonians. I'm gonna say, what would I call this Pegasus? Noble beast.
You can name it.
I'm gonna call it a noble
Peggy?
beast. Noble beast, we need to take flight and get out of here. This is too dangerous.
You grab the reins and you give them that little quick flick, right? And your scapulet in your chest begins to burn as that very similar pain courses out from it through your chest. You're gonna have to make me an animal handling check, please, to encourage this Pegasus to aid you, despite the taint
really
that your body contains.
Okay, 16.
That is quite all right, as you're able to fight
Surprise.
through the pain, and the Pegasus takes off, disengaging from this Catoblepus. It has a fly speed of 90 feet. So its wings just
Giver.
beat, and it's like you almost become weightless. It's so effortless in how it launches from the ground, as Pegasi much prefer to remain in the air. They very rarely come down to the ground for a drink to eat, but their habitat is the sky. And it takes off up into the air as far as it can go, 90 feet.
Okay.
Leaving Dreg behind, I assume.
Yes, unfortunately. Does Falzarin have any idea as to what just happened? What does he think?
Well, you all know that Mia had reached out to Herafina, her higher power go-between, and she had gotten this vision of the Infinity Vines. You can very clearly suss out that this is some type of godly intervention come to aid Mia and her compatriots.
So I think maybe Falzarin thinks that because this scabulet is tied to maybe an evil deity, that it's not meshing well with this noble beast.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were referring, but yes, absolutely. You definitely put that together. So you're, boom, up in the air. Shakara.
So Isabella's good, is what you're saying.
That's it. Yes.
It's good to be bad, I tell you. Shakara, you're grappled, right?
I am. Yes, that's right. So I need to do a strength check.
Saving throw, actually.
No, with the whip, it is a contested strength check.
That's a 21.
Ooh.
Ooh, Chucky. Again, the plates shifting and reinforcing as you're in this tug of war. Only rolls a 20. You strip the whip from around your body, but as those barbs tear from you, you take 2 piercing damage.
-3.
Strip the whip.
Absolutely. This whip's barbed hooks.
So I get 1 point of
You
health
gain a point
back.
of health.
Find no purpose on it.
That'd be sick.
So that's your action.
Uh-huh. To run to the Pegasus, I have to run past Sardo and his cat, Toblepus.
Yeah, the only, the clearest path is away from Chucky and his mount, past Sardos' mount, and past Erica and her mount.
And I would know by looking at Mia that she's not doing well and she's probably really low on resources.
Yep.
So I will run.
You could go up and around, slip between Sardo and the giant wasp, though.
So I can still get
Which
to...
never got its turn when Falzarin.
Oh, that's right. It didn't. So, Falsey, take your waspy turn. That might change what options Shakara has, right?
If Sardo's dead, kill him!
That +4, 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Nice. Kill him dead. Kill him dead.
5 points of piercing damage, and you make it. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because you're immune to poison.
Did you give this giant wasp a name?
Willie the Wasp.
William the Wasp.
Pretty good. Well, William the bold and mighty wasp jabs its stinger into Sardo's neck, dealing the remaining 5 points needed to down him as his revenant body slumps to the ground.
William.
Rain beating down on now the unmoving, recorpsed corpse of Sardo the Revenant. And again, you, familiar to Falzarin and Shaft, this kind of white, almost like spirit-looking essence drifts up out of his body, disappearing into the ether. And that's our show. Be sure to follow us on social media at Incorrigible Par on Twitter, Incorrigible Party on Instagram and Facebook. You can visit incorrigibleparty.com for additional world and NPC information. The Incorrigible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. For your design needs, visit criticalhitdesign.com. All ambient sounds and music during the episode are courtesy of tabletopaudio.com, and our intro-outro music was created by Josh Jarvis. You can contact him for your own musical inquiries via email at jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. Happy adventuring!